Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Let me see. All right, there we go. I don't think anybody's in here yet, but we'll just have some patience and see what pops up. So, I am going to have some fun today. I had an unexpected snow day, so I didn't have to do my usual day routine. So I'm going to stay home. I pulled tomatoes out of the freezer and I'm going to make a video using Mrs. Wages and use one of those. I think I have 10 1-gallon bags of tomatoes in my freezer that need to get out. So I'm going to use one of those bags today to make pizza sauce. And I've never used the Mrs. Wages. I like to kind of compare. I found that one, I think, on clearance. So it's um, worth trying it out. So let me see. Let me share this out. See if anybody comes in. I need to make sure over here. Let me go over here and make sure that it's actually like live, because the last time I had issues with it being live when I was live. So it didn't actually do it on YouTube's end, just on StreamYard. So, okay, does say I am live. All right, yay me. All right, so, all right. It is on, it's going, it's working, it says live now. Yay, and I have 2 viewers, welcome. Okay, I cannot see you, so somebody is in here. Please be sure to comment so I can see who you are. It also helps YouTube with my, all right. Yes, so I am live. Let me make sure this is shut off so I can see comments. Sometimes it's a little delayed, so we'll see how it goes. All right. Oh, we have 3 people in here. Yay. I usually do it on my phone. I'm on my computer today, so it's kind of, I had to relearn how to do everything. Welcome. I'm going to put the link up. If you are somebody I know or you show your face, I will be happy to let you come on panel. So, especially if you're somebody I know. So, all right, there's the link. But yeah, today's goal is to get some of those frozen tomatoes out since it is snow day, no school day. And I am going to get out the tomatoes. I'm going to make some pizza sauce. I'm going to use Mrs. Wages. Oh, I know what I can show you while I'm kind of seeing if anybody comes in and talks so we can talk together. I am making a quilt and I have done, I think it's 14 blocks already for this quilt. So there's my big block stash. So you can see I am really working on it. And these are the empty jar blocks. And there's 2, 3, I got some more back here. And then these are the ones with strawberry fabric. So that's strawberry jam blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. This one is my favorite. So this is canned cherries. Cherries are Michigan's fruit. There's 5 of those. And then I have, there's my other empty one. I have raspberries and mint. I think that's pretty cool. So I'm looking for some more fruit and vegetable fabric. Hey, Howie, there's a link if you want to come up. I'll post it again. I understand if you're busy, but thank you for coming in. But yeah, so I'm making a quilt. I've got some more little lids made for my quilt. So that's my project right now, indoor project, because it is icy and snowy and there's frozen water pipes down at the church. So if I get a call from the contractor, I have to go and let him in. So we may end early. We'll see how long we can go. We'll go for a little while here. So thanks for coming in, Howie. If you have not, you need to, you're going to have company and you're leaving for Home Depot. Well, you have a good day. No problem. If you have not checked out Howie's channel and you love to garden and you love to harvest food from your yard, then Food Forest Permaculture, his channel is amazing, and you really need to go and check him out. He is actually the first person I ever watched on YouTube. And the reason I'm still here on YouTube, because I really enjoyed, I looked up, my kids were like, yeah, you can learn anything on YouTube. And I wanted to do some permaculture. And I have a friend here in Michigan that got me excited about it. He was doing it in northern Michigan, but there's really nobody doing it here in this climate much online. And so I went online and I happened to find his channel and I binge watched. And he is just a wealth of information. And you learn something every time he turns on his camera. And I just really appreciate him. I just want you to know I really appreciate you, Howie. And now I have a little baby Food Forest, and it is 6 years old. And I am doing stuff with it. Every year I make it a little bit better and a little bit better. I'm adding some chestnuts. I know I'll never probably get to harvest them, but my grandkids will. And so I'm adding chestnuts this year. I want to do blueberries. They grow really well near me, but not on my property. And so I've been doing all the tricks. I've been kind of mulching the same spot with pine needles to acidify the soil. I've put down some stuff to acidify the soil. And so hopefully my soil will be ready and I can try to plant them. I do have some older trees. I have some 3-year-old trees that I took your advice and I've left them in buckets and they're not ready to plant out there. So that I have a terrible problem with the deer. I have a garden and I have it enclosed with a 4-foot fence, which I know is not high enough. 4-foot fence on 3 sides. And I have this deer in the last 3 years. 2 years ago, she had twin fawns right in the garden and left them in the garden until they were big enough for her to take them. So like my garden, the garden raised bed area is like deer haven. And then I have a pear tree. And last year I got up one morning and looked out. I have a little cabin there. Looked out and there she was laying under my pear tree. So yeah, she prunes my trees for me. Yeah, in the winter and then in the summer and stuff. So I'm working on it, getting it thing. She knocked over my pawpaw. I'm hoping it will come back from the roots. I'm hoping it will. So I try to plant 1 for me and 3 for her and 1 for the rabbits. And hopefully something will survive out of that and thrive out there. So we'll see. I don't know if you've seen my video. I have a video where I rescued a rabbit. It got stuck in my chicken fence. And even though I don't have chickens out there anymore, the fence was still up around the chicken coop and it got stuck in the fence. Because I keep a big water tank in there that I use to catch rainwater, and then I water my plants around that area. And I think the rabbit got in because it wanted the water. Plus it's a nice cool shaded spot to get away. So bye, Howie. Have fun at the box store. The big orange box store. I need to go there probably this week. We'll have to get a list of what we need to fix the church first. But we went Sunday to church. My family started a little church before I was born. My brother passed away, and my parents started this church in their honor. And now that I'm staying out here at the family compound, I'm attending church there. Well, Sunday we had a burst pipe, and it was a wow God because it burst right before we got there on Sunday. If it had, burst the Sunday before, probably nobody would have seen it. The whole place would have been flooded instead of just the lower level. And it was just about that much of water in that lower level, not even enough to get up and ruin the furnace, which is also there because it's up on a platform. And so we were able to turn off the water to that area of the building. It's only actually to the bathrooms back there. And so we're hoping to get it, at least the bathrooms, water before next Sunday. So that's our plan. And I have a contractor coming today to look at it and give us an estimate on what that's going to cost. And since he's my cousin, we'll work together. I'll do some of the work myself so that it doesn't cost so much. I'll probably do the drywall because it took the ceiling out in the bathroom because the pipe went up the wall into the bathroom through the ceiling, and where it went into the ceiling there is where it froze. We need some more insulation. This building was built in the 1954. The building was moved to its present location. It's a former schoolhouse, one-room schoolhouse, the main part of it. And then it has two additions. An entryway addition with two classrooms, and then this back room that is a little bit lower than what the foundation that the rest of the building is on. It's just on slab, where the bathrooms were added. That room was there with the furnace, but the bathrooms were not added until 1980, and they haven't been touched. So none of the plumbing's been touched. None of the walls, the ceiling, nothing has been updated, remodeled, touched since 1980. And so it needs a lot of TLC. So that is where we're at with that. So that is my project this week, is to get the church back up and running with running water. I'm going to make sure I share this out. So let me do that. And that's my goal this week. Let's get the church back. But if it had broke, the pipe had broke. It's been cold all week. If it had broke last week, we'd have had, it could have ruined our furnace. It could have ruined everything. And so I'm just really grateful that it didn't do it all right. I'm just grateful that it didn't ruin more. And it's a concrete floor and a slab. So it's not, it just ruined a small piece of carpeting that we had. So it was mostly dried up by the time we were ready to leave from church. We just have a very short service. Hi, Lewis. Welcome. Thanks for being here. There's a link if you want to come up. Hey, angels, there's a link if you want to come up. You're welcome to come up. So yeah, that's what my week has been, and it's only Monday. But again, it could have been much worse, and we'll see. Just waiting for the phone call. We'll go talk to the contractor. It's a very, maybe 16-foot run of PEX he'll have to do to replace the 1-inch PVC water pipes. So, and it's just sinks and toilets, so it's not drinking water quality pipes either. So that's helpful. Yes, we got hammered. I think we got 3 to 4 inches. No school because of the snow. The roads are a sheet of ice. I'm glad I only have to go a little bit. I guess they've been plowed, so they're a little bit better now. But yeah, they were really bad this morning. Late last night, about 9 o'clock, all the schools had already called a 2 or 3 hour delay, and then this morning, everything got canceled. Oh, yeah, I feel ya. I feel ya. We got animals and kids here too, but just the one, so of each, so we're good. Well, I have my 2 cats, so there's 3 cats, a dog, and a teenager, and he's sound asleep because he knew he wasn't going to have school, so he was going to stay up on his video games all night and be loud and wake me up. But thank you for coming in, and like I said, I won't be too terribly long. Have either of you used the Mrs. Wages pizza sauce? I haven't used Mrs. Wages, so I don't know. I'm going to try it. I'm going to do that today in between everything else. But I got to get these tomatoes. I had so much happening all at once that I just threw all these tomatoes in the freezer, and now I got to get them out because I need room in the freezer for stuff. We wanted to get ice cream. Ice cream, believe it or not, it's snowing, and ice cream, because that's what we do in Michigan. We eat ice cream in the winter for dessert, an evening snack, and then, yeah, it's just, we're backwards here. But how long do I can chili? Chili is 75 minutes for pints and 90 minutes for quarts at 10 pounds of pressure or whatever your altitude is. So, yeah, I should do some chili. I have some hamburger. I have some onions. Maybe I could turn some of this into chili. I have so many tomatoes. I got to figure out what to do with it. But I don't have many jars. That's why I'm doing the pizza sauces. I only have the little tiny jars. I don't have any big jars. Oops, there's my... Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I need to get some quarts emptied up or go buy some quarts, order them online. If you see below in my thing, I have a couple of things. Right now it's Rebel Canders 10. You can get a deal on lids or jars. Yeah, see, that's what I have is the little ones. And then also, I opened up a Spreadshirt or store. So I have been working on some t-shirts and other merchandise. I even did some stickers with some of my new logos and sayings. And so that should be at the bottom of every video. I went through today and went through all my videos and tried to add that to my videos so that if you want to spend some of your tax money on Rebel Canders merch, it is almost tax refund time. Yes, it is always a good excuse to buy more jars. I left a lot of my jars at Becca's because they had a lot of food in them. And so I am really short right now of jars. Really short of jars. In fact, here, hang on just a second. I'll show you. I am saving jars to reuse for this tomato project. That one just came out of the dishwasher. Yeah, because I got to get them out. Got to get them out of the freezer. They're just taking up all the freezer space. And like I said, I think I have 10 1-gallon bags. I need to do like something that'll use a lot of it, like ketchup or something. So, but yeah, I have 2 cases of the half pint jars And that's about what I would use for a couple pizzas at home. So this says it will make, it takes 6 pounds of tomatoes, which is about 18 medium, which is about one of those 1 gallon bags, I figure. And let me see here. Tell me how much. It has food starch, maltodextrin, salt, onion, paprika, citric acid, garlic, soybean oil, not a fan of that in there, and celery seed. All right. 1 pint will cover 2 12-inch pizza crusts, and even gives the baking instructions for that. But it doesn't say how many. Oh, it should tell me how many jars I will need for this project. I have to process them for 40 minutes. It really is not telling me how many jars this makes. That's really, 5 pints. 5 pints. So it'll make 10 of those half pints. So there we go. Up there, hidden in the little red banner. So yes, I always need an excuse to buy jars. I used to have several thousand jars, and I've given them away, or they're full of potatoes. And so I don't have them available for things I need. Really need to do something with those potatoes. Really, really do. But I don't know. It is what it is. But, has anybody got any good gardening plans? I don't have anything going on right now. It's too early to garden. The only thing I have is I'm doing Gil's Camp Patton Family Compound Indoor Garden Challenge, and I started some sprouts. And I think I got about an ounce of sprouts I can harvest. I'm going to throw those on my salad today. I have leftover lasagna. Oh, don't tempt me, Lewis. Oh, don't tempt me. You're not that far from me. Well, everything in Ontario seems like it's closer to Michigan than it is, but you're not that far. I'd be tempted. It's hard to throw them out, you know. It's hard to throw them out. We should do a meetup. Those of us that are close, that would be cool. Oh, if I could, I would. Oh, I'd have to drive them there, though. I couldn't afford the postage. Oh. But I do need to go to that storage unit and get stuff. Oh, that's cool, angels. February to start my seeds, because every time I start them in January, then they get really leggy. They don't do as good as if I wait till February and start them. So I've just got to be patient and make myself happy. Sit down with a cup of hot cocoa and look at garden catalogs and not try to put stuff in the ground and in the starters, because I don't have anywhere to set out a bunch of seeds where I'm staying right now. I'm staying with family and helping out. I have a relative on hospice, so I'm staying with the family and helping them with that relative. And so I just don't have the space for stuff like I used to. Ooh, all right. Sorry, got a text, got to answer. I'm making sure that it's not the contractor. So, I don't know if you missed it at the beginning, but I have to go down to the little country church and be there when the contractor comes to look at the water damage. We had a burst pipe. Gotta love it. Yeah, it's not snowing now, but it sure was snowing last night. It was supposed to be a high of 8 degrees here today. 8 degrees. Oh, Angel Homestead. Yep, all I've done is order from Bootstrap Farmer, trays, pots, etc. I've saved a lot of my old pots. I need to get them out and give them a little bleach bath and fill them with fresh potting soil, seed starter soil. But it's still a little early yet. And I did buy on clearance some clay pots. So I got to get some of my indoor stuff moved around a little bit. I got some plant babies I am nursing, keeping them alive. I bought a dragon fruit plant. Well, actually plants. There's a whole boogity pot full. This 4-inch pot is like got probably 40 or 50. I'll go get it. Hang on. I'll go get it. Baby. I know you kind of broke it last night. Yeah, that one's broke. That one's broke. My son dropped it last night. So this one's broke, and this one's broke, and this one's broke. He knows I'm not happy. But, yeah. Oops. I don't know if you can. I don't want to focus very well. But yeah, that's my dragon fruit. And I need to divide it. That's another project for today. Because each of those stalks is going to become a dragon fruit plant. So they're in there pretty tight. Yeah, I love Bootstrap Farmer. That's where I ordered all of my greenhouse stuff that I still haven't got put up out at the property with the food forest. So I got my wiggle wire and my channel for my greenhouse, and it's not up yet. That greenhouse has been a 5-6 year project, and it's still, I got all the hardware for it. I still haven't got them put up. I need somebody with a ladder to help me, because it's not a one person job. It's a 2-person job. So but anyway, all right, so nobody talks to me all day long until I'm doing something. Yeah. So anyway, I got to get this moved out. I got a great big clay pot I want to put in, and that'll give it room to grow and get bigger and taller without falling over. Oh, that's nice. I'm excited for you. That's really good. I'm excited. Home renovations, they're hard. It's rough. So, all right. I'm going to run this back. Got to put it back. Be right back.
font there, buddy.
I'm live.
You're
All right. I'm still live though. All right. Even though I walked away. Oh. All right. That way it won't get. Mushed and smushed. You'll get a little sunlight today. Yeah, that is all I have planned. I didn't plan on going live for very long, but I had an opportunity. I didn't have to be driving, didn't have to be on the road, and so I didn't have to work. So I wanted to do some things. I will be going live tonight with Gil at 8 o'clock on my channel, his channel, and maybe even Mark will stream to Magic Acres. Our topic tonight is your home canning library, and I have got a few books outlined. I do have a playlist which has individual reviews of each of the books that I recommend or don't recommend. I do have one in there that I don't recommend. There's, I think, 12 books in that playlist, and I've just updated it and added links so that you can go to buy them on either Amazon or Barnes & Noble. So the Amazon links will be in the description, and then the little pictures that show up below, I tagged them so they would show up below the video in each of those book reviews. If you're interested in buying those books for yourself, you'll be able, 2 ways you can choose to do it. Yep, I'm on live. I must be asked questions. So.
Stop being a bitch.
I do not appreciate teenagers and their attitudes. Sorry about that. So I have been live for about 30 minutes, and I'm probably not going to be able to stay on here much longer. So I am going to go ahead and say goodbye to everybody now. Join me tonight live with Gil, and I will see you all later. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Angels. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Howie. Thanks for being here.